let's see. So the gravity's not going to work. It's just not hitting hard enough. That's okay. I have a thing to do. So it's good for big body bosses. It's not good for small body bosses. So instead, we will do something different. We will do... Instead, we will do that. Oh, hold on. We're going to get rid of that, and we want to have a relatively smaller... No, let's do that. Alright, now gravity doesn't matter, so I don't need that. One more change. That goes to that. You. Damn it. Of course. I dodged. Boo. Yeah. I hoped she'd step back into where she was fighting Telu, but she did not. So Telu's not proving to be a very good ally in this. Although I'm not also trying to keep him alive. Must think. Must think. Still not sure Taylor's a bad choice. So let us assume we're going to keep Taylor. Jump! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah. Alright, that had potential. I need to ignore the runes. If I happen to be in the right spot, I'll go for them, but... Letta, what are you doing? Go fight her. How is that not? So here's the mind-boggling part, and I'm going to have to figure out where this matches. What boggles the mind about that is look at how long I kept her blasted by Comet of Azure and just stance never broke. That's crazy. Boss sneezes on me and I'm toast. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. All right, let's turn it up to 11. Be nice if you actually cooperated, though. Really? Oh. Yeah, again, it just seems crazy to me that I can hit with so much continuous power. And she still did. Hey, George. Man, this. So I've done this fight many times, and it was never anywhere near this hard. I wonder if, like, this new game somehow breaks some layer. It's crazy. I mean, the extent to which I'm absolutely cranking the damage out is pretty unbelievable. Um, Oi! Oh. Good Lord. How is that cheese? That's literally playing the game. Oh, my mistake. I wasn't using a single fist weapon one-handed with no armor and no buffs. And the fist weapon was just my fist, nothing equipped. You got to admit, though, I had... Well, here's the thing. I mean, I had my damage absolutely turned up to 11. And she was just like, whatever. That was crazy. I swear, like, I've fought her so many times, and that is just a ridiculous amount of hit points. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I even broke out Lucett's staff. So that was just a special level of absolutely crazy. Here. No. Yes. And there. Oh, don't need you. Yeah. Cheese to me is finding that little lump in Rykard's room that avoids damage. That's cheese, right? That's an exploit. But whatevs. Let's see.
Hello again. Did you meet they're quite the congregation? From places as doubtless, were it not this, the work? Wondering about the True enough. Long ago, a cleanse, it's no wonder that aside, and in this they will never say it just happens, but it's still a...
I found...
What I'm trying to decide is if I want to go... Alright, let's go. Where's this going to take me? This is not going to take me to Crazy Town, is it? No. Oh, the plant boss? There's some techniques that make the plant boss much easier. Having the big old fat shield definitely helps. Because he'll do that move where it's like, where he pounds into you. Shield just like... Yeah, that boss is obnoxious. Yow, 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 yow. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh, I gotta not try and fight him that way. You literally hate this game. I know the feeling. Usually I don't have that much trouble beating him, but I'm apparently being a dumbass right now. For one thing, yeah, I don't want you, I want you, I don't want you, maybe I do, I do want you. What? Yeah. I don't like to try new weapons. What do you mean? I use different weapons all the time. I think this one may be a bad choice, but that's a whole different deal. Um, just against this guy, what's going to make more sense? It's going to be a melee fight. I want magic. I want... hurt. Oh shit, I'm overweight. What? Why isn't your shield up? What? No! Oh, damn it. Hey, Easton. Hey, Easton. Sorry, there's a delay between when I see the message and when you hear my response. All right, now back to where I was. There. Although I'm gonna give up on this pretty quick. I'm getting kind of tired of that Wing of Estelle nonsense. I've been told, not sure I disagree, day's been going pretty good. Chill. Stuck on the phone for a couple hours trying to figure out a technical thing. Besides that, chill. There is. Did you know there's a suit of armor that does the same thing? So, when you're going to the Halig Tree, you know, there's that city you have to go to where you have to light the candles, and then it opens up that passageway. And when you get there, too many. When there's this stairwell, when you finish lighting the candles and everything, you've done all of that, there's this stairwell that you go up all the way. If you actually go below that stairwell, you jump over the city wall down, there's little openings, and one of them has a suit of armor in it. It has... Hold on. This black knife armor. And its effect is traces power yet remaining concealing veil, which muffles the sound of footsteps. Forged to make no sound. Yep. Now, what's going on in here? Oh, those guys. Oh, that was a temporary thing. I'd already done a full playthrough with that. For certain fights. Like I said, I've already kind of done that, you know? I feel like there's going to be rats. And there are rats. Alright, see you later, Easton. Really getting sick of the sword. That seems lame. I got the tip of his tail. That's funny. Smithing stone 2. All right. Do. Oops. Lame. Come on. Off. Whole bot? Wow. Oops. That was crazy. Crazy. Hey Sykes, going pretty good. How are you doing? Hefty beast bones. Wait, is there still something in here? Okay. Whoa, there is something still in there. What the hell? Try this again. I think I came from there. Heavy roll. You can, just need to figure out the patterns. Figure out the magics. Oosh. Ugly. See how much screen time I have watching it. No, I not in any way that I know of. So much damage. It's crazy. It's like, it feels like each playthrough was like dook 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 dook, and then this one's like phew. It's nuts. I'm gonna have to start from the top again. That's what's the real pain in the ass. Really? What? There is the shelf where the bird is, but you know, you have to have the right equipment for it. But yeah. Oh. Why? No, sorry, you don't have to have Radagon's sword. It certainly helps. Although technically it's not Radagon's sword, right? It's the Elden Beast. What? What? No. 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 Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, you don't. In fact, now that I don't have a pile of runes waiting for me, I'll go show you a couple different ways you can do the shelf. Let's see. Lame. So if you have Rykard's sword, for example, you can do the same thing. It just takes a little bit longer. The key, if you're going to do it with something like Rykard's sword, is to make sure that you've got everything lined up, right? You want one line to hit as many of these guys as possible. I failed to buff up to make sure that I got the damage. Apparently I still have to. So it's not as fast, but it's still going to be faster than... you'll still get more over time than you will by doing just the bird. Although, with this method, I would hit the bird as well. If you have them... Oh, yeah, that's part of the problem. Alright, that explains at least something. There we go. That'll kill him. Now, because you're not doing the super fast restart, it makes more sense to go down and kill all the guys that are further down. And sometimes it makes sense just to save your FP. But that's totally up to you. These four... So that's 107,000 so far. Started with 0. And then it doesn't... Hitting the area to the left isn't nearly as important. Especially with, like, this guy. But you can. What you really want to hit is over the other side of this tree that I was just looking at. So there's a bunch of guys hidden in the swampy stuff. See the hands and stuff sticking out? Try and line a couple of them up. $132. And keep in mind, I haven't actually put on, like, the foot. The beauty of doing it with the Blasphemous Blade is the fact that you get the health back. Alright. Then I will show you the third way. Sorry, let me finish this up. Alright. Now, if you don't have this one, I can't help you. This is what I did before. So, you know about the bird, right? Okay, so the secondary one is really not much different than, or the next one is not that much different from the bird. But you're going to use Rock Sling. Or at least I use Rock Sling. I think you can probably use other spells as well. But Rock Sling is kind of the obvious choice. What you want to do is get kind of used to it. You want to get up here. No. Dang it. How about you get off the horse when we tell you to? Alright. So, start off up here. Pick a guy like that one. Get Rock Sling loaded up. Even better if you can get some simple buffs. Now, what you want is all these guys to wander in. Right? Wait for them to stack up. And then hit it again. And if you can, try and target them when they're close to each other. That way you're doubling up damage. And what you're trying to do is to get them to stack up. And there are some weird rules about how that happens, but if you kind of get a feel for how you start to see that, then you kind of get a feel for how you can do this. Now, this is nowhere near as fast. But it's faster, I think, than just cycling the bird over and over again, and it's certainly more interesting. And then from there, I would, pretty much do exactly what you expect. Go back. Now, you can really do the shelf with any of the fairly hard-hitting spells. So, yes, I totally agree. Doing the bird is annoying. But cycling the bird into this process will yield more results. The other thing is you... What do you think? What am I going to say? Oh, spell-wise. Incantations, you just pick a different incantation to do it. So, assuming you're fairly early game, if you have Night Comet, where is it? Night Comet is actually not a bad choice of a spell either. But for that one, I would recommend that you just be here and do loaded versions of it. But again, this is something this is not a fast process. So that's another one that you could do. And then there is a category of spells that are like large area effect spells, but I mean, those can be a little bit persnickety about what you're trying to do. One that I haven't tried, actually, is Two Moons. That's not too bad. Oh, glowing eyes. You definitely want to make sure you do them when they're glowing eyes. Just kind of get in the middle. But again, there's going to be a limit to how much of that you can do. Okay, Comet of Azure is not one that you'd want to use this for. If I was going to use cannon, I'd use it from above. Yes, you can. The problem is that you can't aim it. I think Comet of Azure is a crazy spell for this. Let me go grab. I'll go grab it. Hold on, we have two suggestions: Comet of Azure and cannon. All right, so Comet, I just can't imagine that Comet is going to be at all. So much mana. I don't see how. I mean, you've got to line stuff up. And it's so much mana use. I don't know. personally, I would probably put cannon up here. I'd do cannon from up here. Get off the horse? Good lord. There. That was awesome. Yeah, I suppose if you loaded it up, this actually wouldn't be too bad. Right? If you... Gotta make sure you don't fall off the edge. Yeah, it's not bad. It's probably better than uh-oh. Yeah, I think Comet's a bad choice because it only has one mode, just mana dump, and it's if you could aim it a little bit. There's another one that's funny, but it gets tired really fast, and that's where is it? It's the crazy dragon, Placidusix's Ruin. I think this is just an insane one. It's so uncontrollable. You don't really aim it at anyone. You have to just hope that it hits stuff. One thing you can count on is that its initial cast does a huge hit and blowback. But it's like, look, that first one, it hit like 8 of them. This time it's barely hitting any. No one ever uses this spell. I mean, I've never seen any builds that use it. It's too chaotic. I'm not aiming it. It just goes blah, and it may or may not hit stuff. If you're pushed right up against a big body boss, it's another big body boss spell. That is, because of the way that it works, it will hit lots of stuff, but it's kind of random what you hit. That would be my, the reason I wouldn't use it is because you watched. I mean, it didn't particularly clear the shelf quickly. I would say that Blasphemous Blade is probably, like, go to Volcano Manor and do that quest line and do the stuff to get Blasphemous Blade. I think it's especially on an early playthrough, I think that's a great sword. When people ask what's the best weapon in the game, I think there are multiple answers, but Blasphemous Blade is certainly one of them. It's hard for that not to be, and it's so easy to work with, right? Fire is always good. It works with both, this is DLC, but if you have it, it works with the Talisman of the Dread and with the Fire Scorpion Charm. You can use it with any armor that you want because there's no armor that buffs it other than armor that buffs everything, like the Radushka or whatever it's Rakasha's set, which is like plus 8 damage and you take 8 more damage. But you can easily make a competent game-winning build just from this spell. I would certainly not Pardon me. I would get that. I mean, if there was one weapon in the game that if you had it, you know that you've done everything you need to do to finish the game. Blasphemous Blade. It's awesome. Healing. And here's the thing, it even works when it's on your back. So if you... Check this out. A lot of people don't even realize this. So if I put it on my back... Right? So let me pick... Oh, hold on. I need a spell that's actually useful. I'll even pick an incantation. Oh. Let's see. Flame Sling. Excellent spell. Alright. So watch. On my back, right? Ah, out of range. That's the healing. That's the healing. So even if... Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. Alright. So again, on my back... Healing. So you can even put it on your back and still get the healing from it. From killing. Add in, if you're really feeling like hardcore, where is it? That's successive attacks. There we go. Hit point upon defeating enemies. Oh, and here I'll... So again, I've matched it up with flame-based spells. Yeah. Okay, so energizing it, tossing it, healing. And then because I've got the